Well, she's back. Award-winning promotional marketing specialist, speaker, author, who's making waves in the personal development industry one aha moment at a time. I'm delighted to welcome back and continue my conversation with Jae M of Aha Moment Journal and Sensory Media on Small Talk. I'm your host, Javid Khan. Jae M, welcome back to Small Talk.
Thanks, Javid.
Hey Jay, it's awesome to have you back on Small Talk. Now, the last time we had the conversation was all around conscious and unconscious decisions, people choosing. But this time we're going to switch a little bit of channels. You have an amazing organization that you've been leading called Sensory Media. Folks, the contact information there is going to be on the screen throughout the show. And if you're listening to the audio version of this show on a podcast, that information of Jaes is going to be there also in the information page. So with that said, Jay, I want to talk to you about Sensory Media, but I really, really love your take on promotional products. There are audience members who are watching this or listening to the audio version of the podcast, and they're saying, yeah, we order promotional products, we get the cups and the mugs and the t-shirts and stuff, but that's not really what people should be doing. There's some pitfalls. There's some failures that you've recognized when it comes to selecting the proper promotional product for your organization or for a giveaway. You know, someone like myself who speaks and I want to give away things to my audience members. You've got sort of like a thought process, which I love for you to share in this conversation with our audience.
Absolutely. Happy to do that. The word sensory media that you came up with, that is the book that I wrote a few years ago. And it was a culmination of, I mentioned on the other show that I've studied under Bob Proctor. And of course, studying, it really opened a lot of avenues to me in terms of human behavior. And there's a lot of research now about promotional products that people look at them like frivolous giveaways, which is too bad. And they position them that way. And what I discovered is that these products are the only media that interact with all the senses. No other media does that. So the potential to have this product, I'm playing with my 4-color pen here, the potential to have this product, your product that you're choosing to put your name, your brand, your message on, to carry that message and interact with your audience beyond just the product itself is explosive. And I use that term really specifically because we are sensory beings. We see, we hear, we smell, we touch, we have senses. So we interact with our senses. When we're interacting with this product, we're actually interacting with this brand. The product is very important to choose carefully. So what we do is we flip things around, but we don't ever lead with the product. And we get so many times people calling us, for example, we need pens for our trade show. And we back the truck up and we say, tell us about your trade show. Tell us about your core message. Who are you looking to affect? What is the result that you want to have happen from this trade show? Who's going to be there? Do you understand your audience? What does your booth look like? So we want to get a feel for what that experience is, because that product that people take away from that booth, or that product that they send in advance before the people get to their booth, and that's part of a 3-step process that we have, ensures that product is carrying that core message. The product often doesn't even need to have a brand just screaming out at you. We did a gift for our clients this year, and it was a travel mug. And it sounds like, oh my God, a travel mug, everybody has travel mug. But our travel mug had only our star on it. It did not have our logo or a name or our contact information anywhere. And it said on the mug, fuel for my superpowers. So we know that, and it was one of the things that our clients received, and they go, oh my God, this is so amazing, because every time I pick it up, I look at it and I know I'm drinking fuel for my superpowers. So we have transferred emotion through that product. So if I can leave you with one thing, it's really about strategy. When you're choosing promotional products, you need to back the truck up. You need to go back to the beginning of your marketing plan and say, who are we talking to? What what effect do we want to have, and what is that message that we're saying, and then choose the product that meets the audience, is relevant to the audience, something that they will use, something that interacts with their lifestyle somehow, and put a message on there that will represent your brand when you're not there.
Blowing my mind here. This is amazing. And for those folks watching, you've been seeing Jay's contact information on the screen. Please, if you want to continue this conversation, or you want to switch up your promotional product process, strategy, and stuff you're giving, please connect with her. Her contact information is there. Loving the idea, Jay, that you're talking about. Back that truck up, understand your audience, understand your messaging, what's your experience that you want. And I love that. What's the experience you want to pertain to your audience at whatever, a trade show or conference. And then now let's talk about the specific product that is going to match your particular experience. Love that, because you're right. There's many people that I know from my experiences in travels, and I'm not in the promotional product business at all, but I know that, that's what they do. We need pens, or we need hats and t-shirts. And it's like, wow, really? Okay.
And the question is, when they say, do you have pens for a trade show? It's like, well, pens might be the right answer, but let's back the truck up and let's look at what you're doing. And maybe it is. The one thing that I don't like to see, and I know this happens all the time, and I understand the reason for it, but I think we can be a little better in our choices, is that I see a lot of companies purchase for inventory purposes. And so they basically, when there's an event, they just move a bunch of inventory out. So, you want to be relevant, right? You want to know your audience, and you want to have something that's relevant to your audience. That the fact that they're going to use it ensures that you have now interacted with them, and you will continue to.
There's the key.
It's all about engagement, right?
Right. There's the key. You want to be relevant. There's the key, folks, that's what this is about, is finding ways and opportunities, not only to gain the attention, but also how are you going to continue to be relevant within your community? And certainly in this conversation, we're talking, how do you resonate your brand message with something that, that example that Jay used today. So that's awesome. Jay, awesome. Again, her contact information's there, promotional product information, great insights. Really appreciate you coming back on Small Talk. And we'll, I'm sure, see you very, very soon. Thank you to Jay Rang of Aha Moment Journal for joining me on Small Talk. You can also listen to the show as part of our podcast series. Now it's your turn. Please comment, subscribe, and share. If you've got a topic you'd like to discuss on the show, please give me a call or send me an email. We'll talk with you next time.